Hello, welcome to this new video. This time we're going to continue with our CEH preparation exam. And in this video, we're covering session hijacking questions. Now, session hijacking for CEH, at least, is more of a theory than something that you're going to be doing exercises on. Probably if you move up to more advanced cybersecurity certifications like CPENT, or if you follow the offensive security OSCP, then you're gonna be you need to practice stealing sessions, and you have to know more about session hijackings. But for the CEH exam, it's just basically memorizing the concept, and more than memorizing, understanding what the concept is and how it works. And once you get that, you'll be fine for that. So don't overthink it. Now remember that session hijacking is just an attack that takes over a valid session ID by stealing or predicting the session, right? So you have a connection to a web server, for instance, and there's an attack using different type of attack vectors that are going to try to steal that session because you are already authenticated to that remote server. So by stealing that session, the attacker could potentially impersonate you and connecting to the same server under the same privileges that you have when you created the session. So that is the basic concept of session hijacking. Obviously, there's more to it than that, and there are many things that you can do to prevent session hijacking, such as setting certain type of HTTP flags on the web servers, or the web server can do that, and updating the systems and making sure that you have up-to-date libraries, Java libraries, and all these type of things on the web servers. Now let's just go over a couple of questions so that you have an idea of what we're talking about here, have an idea for the exam. And the first question that we have here is, what is the primary goal of session hijacking? And the primary goal of session hijacking is what? You're going to have your options of perform phishing attacks, steal credentials, or to impersonate a user. And that's exactly what session hijacking is going to try to do. It's going to try to impersonate a user and take over that session. Okay, so then we have, which of the following best describes session hijacking? And out of all the options that you have, I believe C is the one sniffing network traffic to steal session cookies. For this, you can also play or do a lot of man-in-the-middle attacks for that. Which tool can be used to snip unencrypted? And this is a key aspect of this question. Unencrypted session cookies over an open Wi-Fi network. And in this case, the it's going to be Wireshark, right? So, and again, it's unencrypted. If it's encrypted, then you're out of luck. If you are the attacker, if you are the user, then it's fine. So here you have more questions. I'm not gonna read them all. You can go through them, and if you run into a pickle and you don't know what the answer is, you can leave the question in the comments sections, and I'll send it back to you, or I'll post it on the I'll post it when I upload the questions for the members. 7. What tool is known for allowing attackers to hijack sessions on insecure network? And again, by insecure, it means that they don't have any encryption enabled, and it's Ettercap in this case. And I have created a couple of videos on Ettercap. You can search this channel for them. It's pretty cool how you can play man in the middle with that and do many things, including sessions hijackings. And then if we go to number 10, what is a good way to prevent section fixed session? And the answer for that is regenerate the session ID upon log in, and which of the following cookies would be the safest from both sniffing and XSX attack, and that would be a secure and HTTP only. And also, if you followed my I created a series on Zap proxy of how analyze web applications. We talk about it a lot because that's where you're gonna see that. And again, all this, and I probably should have said this before, but to me, if you follow my channel or if you take my classes, you know that you should know this by now. All this is related to web applications, right? On web access. When we talk about, like session hijackings. And then we're gonna go to question 13, which type of attack uses XSS to steal session IDs, and that's gonna be client-side session hijacking. I have a video where I talk about session hijackings and cross-site scripting. You can look for that video if you want to have a more understanding of what it is and how it works. One of them is going to be on the client side, and the other one is going to be on the server side. And then you have the last two questions that I believe these are the questions you need to know to do good at the exam. Here you have the questions. I'm not going to read them for you. Again, if you have any specific questions about session hijacking, you could leave them in the comment sections, or you can, if you're one of the members, you can directly contact me. But also, don't overthink it. The amount of session hijacking questions you're going to get in the CEH exam is going to be limited. Make sure that you understand the concept and you have a good grasp of the concept, but you don't have to know it all. And I have to be honest. I mean, the CEH exam is a good exam to get into networking, cybersecurity, prove that you're doing something, but it's not the most advanced, and you're not going to be seeing anything super advanced in this exam. So make sure that you understand the concept, that you understand the basics, that you understand, the utilities that you use to either identify them or detect them. Make sure that you know your ways to secure that, the different type of the HTTP flags that you can add to the site. And also the most important thing, make sure that you use encryption whenever you can use encryption, right? Like use HTTPS everywhere you can, that you regenerate session IDs after login, that you set the HTTP only and the SAM site cookie attributes. And again, this is at the application side. So this is what I'm saying. So there are certain things that you need to know for the exam to pass it, and there are certain things you need to know to be good at it in the real world. And in my case, for instance, I don't manage web apps. I do the security scan of the web apps, and I talk to the developers to make sure that their applications are secure. Like, I don't have to set any HTTP only tags on the web apps because I don't manage that. So, and that's what you need to remember, right? And for that, you're going to be using different type of tools to be able to perform the vulnerability assessment on the web apps, and then you communicate to the developers and they'll take care of that and you verify that. So this was a quick video. Again, this is just 100% theory. There's a couple of concepts you need to understand, that you need to make sure you have a good grasp on it, but you'll be fine. Like, make sure you study, you memorize your things, and you go for the exam, and you'll be fine. So thank you for watching. Again, if you have any questions, you could leave it in the comment sections. If you found this information useful, all I ask you to do is to click on the like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and if you have it in you, why not leave a nice comment? That helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next video.